Might end up eating some meat tonight.
Not me.
Not meat.
Not meat.
Saturday, October 24th, 10:30 p.m. We're in Grand Bend.
Great Bend.
Great Bend.
Kansas. Which we went through on the bike ride.
Yeah.
When was the last time we made a clip?
2 nights ago.
Yeah, and that's when...
That was the breakup
That was
clip. Yeah.
Scratch that. We're on to something new now.
Yeah, that was at Cracker Barrel in somewhere Colorado or somewhere... No, it was New Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had just gotten into New Mexico from Arizona.
Did we make... No, that wasn't the night we made a clip.
It was.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
It wasn't the night before?
No, because it was at the Cracker Barrel parking lot. We got there late. And
Damn.
Yeah, timeline is off. But, yeah. Today was a pretty crazy day.
Yeah.
There really wasn't much to report about yesterday because I think we just kind of drove.
We went to Ordway.
Ordway was great.
Yeah.
And we found a campsite by a lake that was freezing.
That we didn't know was even there.
Yeah, we did the whole bike ride, and it would have been nice to know that the lake was there for swimming and stuff.
Yeah, and camping.
Yeah, because we would have gone right by it.
Yeah. But it was good that we went into town because we were going past all of those places in the town and we're like, oh, that's the gas station that we ate at. That's the dispensary that we went to that saved my life. Like,
went to it again twice.
Yeah.
Bought some goodies and headed out of Ordway this morning. It was cold. We also watched a movie last night, The Boys in the Band. Shout out to Athena. Thanks for the recommendation. I definitely enjoyed that movie. It was a thinker for sure.
Yeah.
Interesting format for a movie. I definitely would recommend it to people who are a little bit more adventurous with their... Oh yeah, maybe that's why I liked it.
Are you gay?
I doubt it, but who knows? I'm intrigued by alternative lifestyles.
Yeah.
But not gay. So, woke up this morning pretty late, close to 9 a.m.
Yeah, it was
freezing.
so cold last night. I think the low was 25.
Yeah.
And it was insane. There was ice on the windows when I woke up at 7.
Charlie's
water
bowl.
was iced over.
Yeah.
It was so cold.
And so we got up eventually. I did 100 push-ups, ill-advisedly.
I didn't even sleep last night. I got like 4 hours of sleep, maybe.
You think so?
I didn't fall asleep until like 2:30
Why?
at the latest.
Again,
I woke up at 7.
Huh.
It's
Really?
just everything.
Dude, where are our beers, man?
I know.
We should say...
Maybe he can't like touch them or something.
That could be true.
He's so...
We're at an Applebee's in Great Bend. And we'll get to why that is soon enough. But it was a nice morning. We ate at the same gas station where we had eaten on the bike ride, which was nostalgic. Headed out.
We drove around a little bit.
Yeah, we saw the town of Ordway again. Ordway's always treated us well.
Yeah, even though it's literally shitty. It smells like shit.
Yeah, a lot of feedlots out there. Yeah, I think we're going to be waiting for our food for a while.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they close at midnight, right? So they've got a timeline.
An hour and a half, yeah. I mean, we ordered it, and we ordered the drinks, too. So we drove about 200 miles from Ordway to Ness City.
En route, on the bike route.
We're on 76.
We started out from Ordway, and we're on the 76 East. We were like, we should just stay here because this is a lot better than the highway and you're at the same speed, so time-wise it's not making that much of a difference, and we get trail memes every time we go through a town.
Yeah.
We went through so many. We did almost an entire section of a Trans Am map section in one day. Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't start in Pueblo. But
no, but I mean, like, we didn't make it to the end of the section either.
We did. We passed Alexander.
We didn't pass Alexander.
We did, because that's where the guy said he hit the deer.
But I thought that was while we were driving to here.
It was.
But we didn't make it that far.
Oh,
the van
in the van.
The van didn't make it that far. And at one point, Allie and I were going to switch driving. I think it was like around 4 o'clock or something like that. And when she tried to turn the car back on, it sounded kind of weird. It wasn't starting immediately.
Yeah.
And then I got in, and it started up for me.
We were like, oh, it's just coincidence.
Yeah.
Little did we know.
We got maybe 60 miles down the road after we filled up at one point in Scott City, Arizona. And then,
No, Kansas.
Yeah, Kansas. Those states seem similar to my mind. Dude, beer, please. And then the van died while we were driving.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of cars turning, and I got off cruise control. And as soon as I did that, I was like, it's not like accelerating anymore.
And we were in the midst of an I wouldn't say intense conversation, but we're thinking about a lot right now. And so our minds are there, and you're driving, and I was like, oh, he's slowing down. But you're like, no, my foot is on the gas, and we're not going anywhere. We're the van is dead.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit. So we pulled over. Terrible spot on the side of the road, like falling off a cliff.
Yeah.
Charlie was freaking out. Had to walk him. He shit. You were like looking into stuff.
I did a lot of research.
I don't even know what time that was, but it was still light, and it
was
wasn't
like 4:30.
too cold.
Yeah. And so, I spent a lot of time trying to do little things that would hopefully awaken the car. But it's so much more complicated than a bike, and if you don't have tools or new parts, then it really doesn't matter what you do to it, because you have to have a professional look at it. So we spent about an hour probably trying to figure out what was wrong with it, and then a sheriff showed up because we were just on the side of the road. And that was sort of weird because I think we were both kind of standoffish.
It was really weird because I feel like he was there to find something.
Yeah.
Like his approach was like, I need to get these people off the road because it's in a hazardous spot, which it was. If you open the door, it was in the right lane of the road.
Right.
And so honestly, I think somebody probably called us in. Somebody that drove past.
I don't think anyone.
Because he asked if another officer stopped by.
Oh, maybe another police officer. Yeah, I don't think a regular person.
Yeah, maybe.
Because no one stopped to help us.
Yeah, but if they were like local people in the small town, they'd be like, "Who are these fucking people? I need to call the police."
Could be.
I don't know. I was just getting sketchy vibes that he wasn't there to actually help us. He was there to find something wrong.
That's because.
But maybe that's my ACAB mentality that I've adopted.
That's because we had just gone to the dispensary.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
And we were in Kansas now, so it wasn't okay to be there.
Yeah. So, when the sheriff first showed up, like I got out of the car and started to kind of approach him, but he was like telling me to not do that and like get back in the car, and then I put my window down. It was kind of sketchy, but I was thinking that he was just hopefully there to help, and he was for the most part.
He was, yeah.
He helped us out, called the tow truck. I kept trying to kind of do little things to the van, or anything I could to try to make it start again, so we could at least go back to Nest City and not have to.
Which was only 9 miles away. We were only 9 miles out of Nest City.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, was the Derrick Inn.
Yeah. Shout out to Athena.
Which was on the bike ride and so many memories, and so it was crazy to be there again. But yeah, and it was crazy. We sat there for like at least 2 hours.
Yeah, it was probably more than that even. I mean,
the sheriff showed up probably like 45 minutes after we stopped.
Yeah.
And then he was there for at least an hour because we figured out the tow truck, and it started a few times, and we were like, oh, maybe we'll try to make it, but it just, there's nothing we could do.
At this point, it does seem like the fuel pump is broken. Of all the things that it could be, I mean, and all the input that I got from other people, like the sheriff and Larry, the tow truck driver, we were, the engine was kind of trying to turn over, so the alternator sounds good. I mean, what Larry said was it's spinning good, so it's not the alternator. I mean, the alternator could still be broken, but there's so many things. I don't know. It could be the distributor cap, could be the spark plugs, could be this, that, and the other. Oh, wow, here it comes. Thank you.
Sorry for that long wait.
No worries. Well, we got our beers. Cheers.
It's a fancy ass.
When life gives you lemons. It's a chalice. So, yeah, we ended up having to ask the sheriff to call a tow truck company because the ones that we called were saying they wouldn't be able to come help us. And we're in Great Bend. No.
Yeah.
Great Bend now.
Kansas.
And there's a bunch of options. The tow truck guy kind of did make our plans for us for the evening. He insisted that we go to the Best Western, which we did. Got 2 nights there because the car shop, the A1 auto repair place, doesn't open until Monday, and it's Saturday right now. And it's supposed to snow.
Yeah, it's supposed to fucking snow like 5 inches,
Yeah.
and it's fucking freezing and terrible to be here, and we're trapped here. But it's not terrible because we haven't had a shower in 10 days. Charlie's been terrible in the van, and we left him in the hotel room and came to eat dinner here. So there's definitely positives, but it's such a weird, and especially like all of the other things that are going on.
Yeah.
It's insane that all of this is happening right now, and we're having to deal with it. But
We've decided
we're doing well, I think, in it.
Yeah, I'd say
Neither
so.
of us have been frustrated or too stressed.
There's nothing to be frustrated about. I mean, mechanical
just
systems
accepting
break. It's called entropy. Everything moves towards disorder. Everything will eventually break. Everything will eventually die. And in a car, as with the human body, everything gets worn at certain times, and everything breaks down in a different gradient.
Especially a fucking car that was made in 1994
Yeah.
and then converted and then replaced a lot of things. So
Larry did say while we were underneath the car and he was removing the drive shaft that...
Did he put that back?
No, but it's 4 bolts. It's really easy. Nothing to it. I could put it back if I wanted to. But he was just saying that it looked like... He could tell that there was a new transmission in there and a new engine. And he said it looked like the underside of the van had been sprayed by a professional. And it looked like it was... He said he didn't see anything underneath the van that would make him feel like he could identify the problem. And so he was trying to look to see if there was like a inline fuel pump that was not in the gas tank, because that would be easier to replace. Kind of like with that van guy who, or the motorhome guy who we saw.
Yeah.
He was saying that he had put a fuel pump in the line that was like external, because a lot of them are usually inside the fuel tank, and they actually use the gasoline as a lubricant to make the bearings not burn out. Kind of like the wheel that we had go out just the other day.
Yeah, just the other day.
Yeah, so 2 days
We
ago.
were just stopped at an auto shop, which is also crazy. We're back in the fucking same position.
You know what they say? When it rains, it pours. I mean, we're in that kind of situation. However,
What
we
is
have...
that if things could go bad, then they will, or something?
Yeah, yeah.
Newton.
If things can go bad, they will.
Yeah.
Or, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think we should go to Casey's on the way back.
Sure. But what's fucking crazy is, like, we have had no problems with this van at all.
But, again, going back to entropy, we have
driven it 13,000 miles.
Well, we have noticed little things that
we've ignored.
Yeah, because they haven't been consistent enough, and they haven't been drastic enough to merit full attention. Like there were strange sounds coming from that front wheel area, and it's crazy too because I was reviewing the receipts today just to see what all has been done to the van, just to see if there might be a clue there. And I already told you this, but they did replace the front bearings for both wheels at Midas in PA. So that, I mean, I don't really care about trying to get that money back, but it just is kind of crazy.
I mean, we'll be back there.
Yeah, but it was all the way up in like...
Confront them.
Yeah.
What's up, bitches? Give me my money back.
I mean, they
You
might be
fucked
able...
up my tire.
Yeah, I mean, nothing about...
wheel.
Yeah.
Nothing about that was right.
What's up, bitches?
Which is more to the point of, like, I have absolutely no idea about anything that's going on with it, so
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there, like, not doing anything, and you're, like, watching YouTube videos while the sheriff is sitting behind us and Charlie's going crazy, and it's just like, what the fuck is even happening right now? Like, how are we supposed to deal with this? How are we supposed to move forward with our plans that we have already kind of made, but now are stopped in our tracks?
Yeah, I mean, life
Let
happens.
alone everything else
Yeah.
that we've been talking about, which has been so crazy. I feel like that's the highlight, and this is just a minor bump in the road to
Literally.
getting to
Yeah,
where
it's a
we're
pit
gonna
stop.
be. Yeah.
So we talked a lot today about our plans, and I think we both kind of decided that we should stay together, and that we will go
because we're fucking in love.
Yeah, and you keep getting a bad feeling in your tummy, and I don't want you to get
I'm gonna
ulcers.
get stomach ulcers from stress.
So we'll go back to Atlanta after PA and stay there for the winter, which hopefully will be a lot more mild than what we're feeling right now.
Or Asheville. I think that might be a good
Asheville's going to be colder.
I know, but it would be a good compromise.
Yeah.
It would be new for both of us. I don't really want to be
You should message Therese.
I will. Yeah. If they're still at that same place, that was a big parking lot.
I feel like they're probably not at that place. I think they did go to Florida, and I think they
moved
came back. Yeah. They could still be in the same complex, but I don't know.
I mean, if we're going to Georgia, we could stop in and like talk to
That's
them.
true. Yeah.
The listeners have no idea what we're talking about, but that doesn't matter because we're making our own plans and
Yeah, we're working it out.
we're working it out.
But we are planning on doing the Appalachian Trail again,
Yeah,
and you're still
and that
down
makes
for that?
us really excited.
Yeah.
Both of us equally, I would say.
Yeah.
Because we're fucking badass people that can only be happy when we're moving.
Yeah. Van life
Hiking or
sucks.
biking. Van life sucks.
This
We're over that.
Yeah.
We're over Charlie.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty competent when it comes to bikes, and I feel like worst case scenario on a bike, I would have been able to fix it somehow. But being in a car, there's just nothing I can do, and I don't like that feeling of powerlessness.
Yeah.
Especially when we're depending on it so much to live in and then also to travel with.
Get us to where we need to be.
Yeah. So, I feel like we should maybe message Therese soon,
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow.
because we could stop there on the way to Georgia.
Yeah.
But before, like, stay there a night or something.
So we're
like that.
going to PA and then south from there. I think that's a good plan.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. Because Georgia is the spot for Charlie.
Yeah.
We feel like you've done some research on reputable rescues.
Yeah, non-kill shelters.
Yeah.
Etc. But things are moving forward, but it's just weird to be stuck now, and
insane.
we have no idea how long we'll have to be here. And it is crazy that when it rains, it pours. The van is just kind of really shitting out right now.
Yeah. Which, if the wheel bearing wasn't a sign, the fact that it died on the road is a sign that this is not the lifestyle for us,
Yeah.
and we don't enjoy it.
No, I mean there's too much to it. It's too complicated.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good base camp, the van,
Yeah.
but it's also better parked than driving, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the idea of biking
It's like a
around.
tiny cabin, a tiny house.
Yeah, it is,
The
on
tiniest
wheels.
of tiny
Yeah.
houses. And we can totally be comfortable living out of it without Charlie.
Right.
That's a key
Right.
point.
Right. And if we do manage to find a place where we can park the van and live out of, there's a possibility too that we could get like a space heater and run the extension cord, so it could
Yeah.
actually be kind of warm in there.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah. So.
Last night was insane. It was so cold.
Yeah.
Almost unbearable. Fortunately,
Yeah.
we have I have a down blanket and the sheets, and you had your sleeping bag. And Charlie always sleeps in the bed, so he's like a little heater too.
It took about 2 hours to warm
It was
up.
insane. It was
Yeah.
so cold.
It was cold.
It was. I don't know why I'm so shocked by it because
You're from PA.
I've done so many winters in the Northeast,
Yeah.
but it's bad.
It was pretty brutal.
So bad.
Considering,
I hate it.
I mean, we had warm temperatures every single day up until getting to Ordway, pretty much.
Yeah,
I mean, it really hasn't been.
we've had like chilly nights
Yeah,
in
like
Arizona,
50s,
but or even like 30s, but
Yeah.
it didn't start getting to that point until like midnight, 2 a.m. because that's when the sun was
When
officially
you're already
down.
asleep.
Yeah,
and warm.
yeah,
Yeah.
But when the sun went down in Ordway, it was just immediate
Yeah,
freezing.
it was windy too. The
Yeah.
lake effect.
And the cold is just so fucking depressing and not where we want to be.
No. Yeah, I mean, it would be interesting to see, on average, what the temperature in Asheville is compared to Atlanta.
Well, that will be different too because wherever we go, I want to work full time up until the point where we start the AT again.
Right.
So it will be tolerable either way. I mean, as long as we're not in fucking Wyoming with negative 40 temperatures,
Yeah.
I think it will be fine. And if I'm not in PA, that will be good.
That shall be good. I'm pulling up the temperature right now in Asheville, and then gonna kind of look at the average change over the next week, and then try to see what the average change in Georgia would be over the next week, and see what we might expect. 62 degrees right now in Asheville, which is pretty warm, and rain. Let's see, Atlanta's probably a little warmer than that.
I'm just thinking Asheville because
66.
it would be new for both of us,
Asheville's
and we would
really
be on the same level as far as like learning the roads, learning the good.
I mean, I'm totally down for that. Asheville is a really cool
I really
city.
think that they would be like down for that. They're so accommodating. When we were there, after the long trail. Did we do that after the long trail? I don't even remember when we did that.
It probably was.
We stayed with them once.
It was on the way
really
back to
great.
Georgia.
And they had a roommate, and they seemed like very open to just like people who need stuff, as long as they can.
Yeah, I mean, we were all through hikers, so they were accommodating, to say the least.
And they're nice.
Yeah, they are.
I don't know how we would tell Compton.
Well, he wouldn't care.
He wouldn't care.
He's over it.
He wouldn't want to come visit us, though.
Well, that's true, but I don't know how much would even be able to visit us between now and March.
That's not relevant.
Not really. Yeah, that's definitely not a deciding factor.
There's also so many things that, well, not so many, but a few things that I feel like I'm responsible for as far as like plans changing. And I feel bad about, and that's why I feel fucking insane just about all the things that are going through my head like every minute of every day at this point.
It could be worse.
It could be a lot worse, yeah. It has been worse for me. My past relationship and the process of separating from that was so much worse than this, and this is a good thing, and we're considering a lot of options, so it's all fine, but it's just really weird right now.
But it's also working towards stability.
And working towards what both of us want.
Yeah.
Individually and together, I feel like, too.
I feel like if you're not going to message Therese tonight, I will.
I'll do it tomorrow. It's like midnight there.
It's an Instagram. Who gives a shit?
Doesn't matter. What if she has her phone on? She
I don't care.
has a toxic relationship with Instagram.
Well, that's her problem.
I think we should start out with being like,
we're just gonna say,
can we stop by on our way to Atlanta?
Say, hey, we had a big change of plans recently. We're going to be heading from Pennsylvania to Georgia. It'd be great to see you and Steve again. Would you mind if we stop by in the next whatever?
And then we could have dinner together, and they could get drunk, and we could be like, hey, can we stay in your parking lot and use your bathroom for like 5 months?
I think
And they'll be like, sure, give us $100 a month, and it'll be fine.
I'll take care of the negotiations, but yeah.
I don't think it will be that hard. I really feel like they're going to be super, as long as like they don't have restricted parking. If they live in like a community or something, a development that has like restricted parking, I feel like, and either way, they could probably get us a parking pass, and we could be very discreet about it. And I'm going to be working full time. I've made my mind up about that, and I want to go to therapy, and I want to get my shit together, and just like, it's going to be great. So we're not even going to be like in the van all the time, and fucking Charlie is not going to be there. He is the dead giveaway every single time.
Yeah.
He's so terrible.
Yeah, he was barking a lot. If he was a person... Oh, thank you.
Salad.
Thank you.
And I'll be ready for you guys to sign.
Sure.
Thanks. That's tiny as shit.
I know.
The fuck? This better be like $30 max. I don't think it will be.
Is yours good enough?
Applebee's sucks.
We can go to Casey's and get stuff. Ice cream pods. I can't believe you'd want ice cream on a cold ass night like this.
I haven't had ice cream in like a month, maybe.
I'm trying to think the last
I've
time.
definitely had it like at some points.
You
but
had some Hershey stuff that we kept in the van for a bit.
oh, the cookie dough?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
Ice cream used to be a big part of my life, and now it's gone.
It's a major weakness for you,
yeah.
but you still can't.
Mashed potatoes?
Oh.
That's fine. Thank you.
Agreement.
All right, thank you. Garlicky green beans, good for health.
Garlicky mashed potatoes for calories.
Yeah.
Because we've starved ourselves today.
Yeah, not on purpose, but because we got stuck.
Circumstantially.
Yeah.
It's been insane, dude. Today was so crazy.
Yeah, it
and
was.
I feel like the
Remember
fact.
your horoscope too?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, the fact that what?
The fact that we like worked through it and worked well together through it. Like, I understood that I was not going to be able to be helpful in the van situation, so I was like, oh, I'll take Charlie for a walk.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it was great because he pooped and he had his little treat and he was fine. And you were doing van stuff. Like, we really work well together. Like, we understand at this point, because we've been together for a year and a half and we know each other so well. We know what the other person needs. We know when they need space. We know, like, how to take care of responsibilities when the other person is doing something. And I just feel like that's proof to the fact that we're good together and we should be together at this period in our lives.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm completely split 50-50 from the last decision that we made.
Well, right now you're still 50-50?
No.
Oh.
But I was today. Like, I was just... I could really see the benefit and negatives in both situations. But the fact that we can work through things like this and not get stressed and not freak out and not have to worry about money, like, it works really well and we're always happy.
Yeah. It's always...
Like, it's fucking cool to be here.
Yeah, I mean, it could be worse.
This was a town on the bike ride, so I guess we were here at some point. I don't remember it at all.
I think we just passed right through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might have stopped at a gas station or a fast food place.
I'm sure we
but
did, yeah.
I'm interested to see it in the daylight because we will have the whole day tomorrow to do stuff because the shop's not open. Maybe there's another shop. Well, I guess it won't be able to get there, so
Right.
it has to be that shop.
We're stuck with what we got.
Either way, we still have a deadline to get to PA. I really want to vote,
Yeah.
so that's November 3rd.
I think we'll get there for that.
That's 8 days, I think, from tomorrow.
It's the 24th.
7 days.
There's 31 days in October. So 7, 3, 10 days.
Oh. We'll probably still be fine. We're planning on staying on 76.
I don't know yet
But
if all works out.
if we need to, I'll just put it into my GPS and we'll jump on an interstate and go to PA, but we'll see.
We're not very far. I mean, how far are we?
From PA?
Yeah.
I would guess
From
at
Cresco.
At least.
It's got to be 1,800 miles or so.
Yeah. Cresco. It's like walking. Walking distance would be like
We're 1,300
month.
miles. Pretty much 14.
20 hours. If we put in big days,
Yeah.
I think we can definitely do
It's all good. Yeah, thank you. So what?
You like finish that already?
I did indeed. Yep. Had to chug it.
pros, man.
Yeah. Thirsty.
Lol. This place is so fucking weird.
Yeah.
Every single person that we've been with has been so fucking weird.
The person across the hall from us in our hotel room.
Oh my god.
It fucking sound like
We've
a big
diagnosed
joke.
him with sleep apnea.
Severe.
Very severe sleep apnea. It sounds insane. He's like talking and snoring and like choking.
It's gross.
And I think we'll hear him all night.
Yeah.
But it's not worse than Charlie because he's right there and he's being terrible.
There's a penne in here.
Send it back. Get it for free.
Comp this, bitch.
I need to finish my beer.
You haven't finished it yet?
No, I can't eat yet.
So that's it.
Yeah, I feel like at this point everything is so scattered and disorganized, including ourselves, including our living space.
Yeah.
It's just so insane right now. So I think it's good that we're at a hotel.
Yeah.
We can shower.
Yeah.
We can have
Laundry.
a good sleep. Charlie can like have his space. It will be a good thing. This is a good thing
Yeah.
in disguise.
I remember on the trail, Chowhound said to me that she liked that I always said it could be worse. She said that was a good attitude to have. And when bad stuff happens, I do tend to think that, wow, this could be so much worse.
Yeah, definitely.
Very easy to imagine a worse situation. So, it's all good.
It's all good. It's like really good though because we're excited for future things. And we're together and we love each other and we don't want to fucking be apart from each other right now.
All right, babe. It's on you.
I'm not going to change my mind. But I do every day. It doesn't matter.
Right.
It's so crazy. But it's like, it's an exciting point to be, at least in my life, because there's so much possibility ahead if I choose one direction or if I choose the other. Like, there are options and there is excitement and there is optimism. So I'm really feeling good, despite how much I've been crying so much recently. But I've been crying because I thought I was going to leave you, and that was breaking my heart. And that was such a bad, bad thing. What, you don't get it?
I get it.
You think it's dumb?
No. Just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
No, I do know. Don't say that. I'm just not as emotional as you.
Yeah.
I don't give in to those feelings.
I don't try to, but it's just, it happens. It's...
Herrero men are famously unemotional. Famously.
And that's something I'm gonna have to like learn how to navigate as we continue our relationship. But I feel good and I'm happy, so that's a good sign.
That's all that matters.
It's not all that matters, and that's what we were talking about today, about how this is like two-sided. Like, it's both of us. It's not just me and my plans and my happiness. It's about you too, and I care about you a lot, and I want you to be happy, and I love you, and I it's a lot.
It is a lot.
No.
It's the last sip.
It's the last sip.
It's the worst sip.
It's fucking crazy. Life is fucking crazy. But it's great.
Could be worse.
Could be worse. But it will be better. And that's what I'm excited for too.
Could be worse, will be better.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. We're good. We always have been,
Yeah.
despite everything.
We're gonna hike the Appalachian Trail again, and then bike from Tatham to Florida, and then go to Japan. So, suck it.
Yeah. I mean, all of those plans would make me happy. That would be really fun. As long as you want to fund it.
I can still speak Japanese. Think of something basic and easy that you would need to say in a foreign country, and I'll try to think of the way to say it in Japanese. Not too basic or easy. You can make it a little challenging.
Okay. How do I get to the train station?
Let's see. Train station. Oh.
Because I'm thinking about the bike ride.
Yeah.
If we are to bike through Japan, where is the nearest potable water? Drinking water.
Mizu wa doko desu ka?
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, where's the water? I don't even know if they have non-potable.
The whole country?
I mean, I'm sure they do, but I think that would get the point across. Mizu wa, how do you say I want to drink? Nomitai. I don't know how you say thirsty, but yeah, nomitai means I want to drink.
How do you say best food near me? Oh, and also, can I camp here?
Best food near me. Ichiban no tabemono wa close to here. Ichiban tabemono wa
What does Ichiban mean?
number one.
Because
Best.
there's a hibachi place in the Poconos called Ichiban.
Yeah, Ichiban means
Number one?
Yeah, number one. Ichi means one. Ban means number.
Interesting.
Best what? Best food near me?
Yeah.
Tabemono.
You know how to say camping?
It's probably camping good.
Is that an assumption?
Yeah. But in Japanese, they have a lot of words they take from other languages. And so camping probably is camping. We can see though. Let's see.
Did you just see this shit?
Not, I didn't see.
Waiter in this table, the interaction that just happened
Which one?
with these girls.
I heard him say, "I don't know you too much."
It's like, I'll see you around. He gave her a fist bump and he's like, take my number.
Really?
All of these people around us are in high school in Great Bend, Kansas.
Yeah.
And it's a very weird place to be right now.
Yeah.
Especially being drunk. It's really funny.
You feel drunk?
Yeah, man. We're just fucking starving all day.
Yeah.
I drank a lot of water, so I do feel good. But I'm a little drunk.
Kyampu. Kyampu. That's the Japanese word for camping. Kyampu. Anyway, we should probably go.
Yeah, this has been on the record the whole time.
Yeah.
This is not interesting.
Well, I disagree with that, but it is
This is our life, man.
unnecessary.
No! Fuck off! Those are my potatoes!
Bye.
Those are really my potatoes.